food. I'm from the future. I'm here to warn you, don't eat that food.
Why not?
The eggs, they're full of cholesterol.
Dr. Bob McCauley, it's a very funny little spoof there by Funny or Die about health and why we can't be healthy. It is so illustrative of why people are so confused about health. And who does this to us? Well, the medical establishment, the researchers, and the media. These are the people. These are the three: the medical establishment, the researchers, which are part of the medical establishment, or maybe they're outside of it or whatever. They're looking for the truth, and then we've got the media, and the media report on it. And they're looking for these very narrow things, cholesterol. They say, well, you know, it's not bad. And it's because they're looking at one little tiny area, one little thing, and they're not looking at human health or a human group or a study like the China study. At first it's bad and it's not bad, and they hear so much conflicting information, they don't know what to believe. Pretty soon they just think it's a big joke, and they stop believing anything they hear about researchers say.
Wait! Stop! We were wrong about the eggs. So you can eat eggs, but just don't eat the egg yolks. Stick with the egg whites. Wait! We were wrong about the eggs! The eggs are probably fine. But the steak increases your chance of heart attack. You have to cut out red meat. So we were wrong about the steak. It's the toast. Man was not meant to eat bread. We'd only be eating what our Paleolithic ancestors ate.
I was alive in 1979. I'm going to tell you something. People did not hold their, utensils like that.
How do you know what our Paleolithic ancestors ate?
Just have to guess. Whew! Went back to the Paleolithic. They are not doing well. If anything, we should all be eating a lot more bread. Ignore everything I've said and exercise.
Exercise, okay.
Turns out it's genetic. Doesn't matter whether you exercise or what you eat. I'm sorry I ruined your meal.
And this guy's going to finally get up and kill him, and who can blame him? This is the problem with health. This is it in a nutshell. Now, this is supposed to be telling us in this little spoof here, every 10 years it changes. Don't eat the eggs. Oh, it's okay to eat the eggs. You can eat the egg whites. You can't eat the bread. Oh, the steak. It's the steak that's going to kill you. Every 10 years, every 5, and it's true. It's another study. It's another study. And I think I've said it before. Those who live by the study die by the study. The medical establishment does this to us. The researchers, and primarily in this case is the media. The media drives this. Coffee's okay. Oh, no, coffee's not okay. You need to drink 2 glasses of wine per week. No, drinking's bad for you. And then some people say, I better do something before they change their mind, and then you get... It shores up our excuses, our misgivings about the medical establishment and researchers and how this always changes. And there was this famous quote from Mark Twain. He said, I eat everything and then I let them fight it out when it gets down there. Well, now those are cute, platitudes, but they lead to disease. There's a right diet to live on, and that's the diet of raw fruits and vegetables. It's a vegan raw food diet. And then there's every other diet on the planet. Human beings, for mammals and animals on this planet, it's raw fruits and vegetables, vegan diet. This is the healthiest diet. One of the best lines in here, the guy asks, how do you know what our Paleolithic ancestors ate? Exactly. How do you know that? You don't. To this day, I don't even know what a paleo diet is, because there's like 10 different paleo diets, and they're making it up as they go. Really just a marketing category at this point. Then we have crazy ideas about how civilizations collapse, and well, how do we know that?
Last between 800 and 2,000 years, and then they collapse. Because that's the exact point when the soil gives out. I mean, you can predict it. It's between 800 and 2,000 years. The soil will not last longer than that. And, they die essentially eating each other. You find human remains in the cooking pots, and that's the end of it.
Remains are in the cooking pots, and that's all you need to know about agricultural civilizations. These broad assumptions about how civilizations collapsed and how they lived and whether we belong in this agricultural diet or don't. This is where you lose so many people because you're guessing. We don't know how our ancestors lived and how they ate. Then when you depend on these studies and suddenly we discover cholesterol and it's in the egg, and honestly I remember all this through the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and how they kept changing their minds, or and we had never heard anything like this before. At least I hadn't experienced in my lifetime up until then. I had already got out of college, and suddenly milk was good, milk was bad. bad. Eggs are good. The eggs are full of cholesterol. The egg whites are great. No, there's too much protein. You know, which causes cancer? Bread was really bad because the carbohydrates, they were demonized. They were demonized by the Atkins diet. In the Atkins diet or the keto diet or the ketogenic diet, that started back in 1836 by an undertaker by the name of Banting. And his guys were called Banting's Knights. That's where that thing got going. And it has been denounced by the medical world, by doctors, and everyone else since. And rightfully so. And when you get these conflicting studies and you get scientists and science arguing with each other and saying, no, it's not the cholesterol, it's not this, oh, it's the meat, it's the bread, people just lose faith in everything, including science. And who could blame them? You can lose faith in science, but don't lose faith in nature. Because nature was created by God, and God doesn't make mistakes. And when you put what God grew into your body, which is raw fruits and vegetables, the way I do, great health will follow. That I absolutely can guarantee you. And that's something that you're not going to get any studies to contradict through the years. The information's always going to be the same. Because the truth is, when you follow nature, you just can't go wrong. I guarantee you these studies will continue to change from year to year, decade to decade, century to century, but nature never changes. The truth never does. I'll see you next time. Dr. Bob. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I really just try to bring people great health, true health, the kind of health people just dream about. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.